So I went to Army Barracks, had a gift certificate. So two things I bought. I bought an MRE, $12.99. This is a really pretty good price for this. They don't tend to have a lot of stock, or the stock they have goes really quickly. But this is the full MRE. It's menu 3, chicken noodle and vegetables and sauce. I've had these before. They're good. I'm gonna keep this for sometime I'm out and about and want something to eat. This bag that it is in is really a sturdy bag. I would think that the bag itself could have some uses, one of which would be to carry water, to get water, or to put other items in. Of course, normally too, if you were actually in the military, you'd probably be using this bag to put all your stuff back in, because you can't you can't be having, you know, waste from MREs laying around for people to see. But most of these I actually like. I think there was a period where MREs were really bad, and you know, starting even 10 or 20 years ago, they upgraded them significantly, and so they're much better. I'm not a fan of any of the ones that have spaghetti sauce. Some of those are actually made by Chef Boyardee, and they actually taste like that, like SpaghettiOs. I don't like that raw tomato taste, so I'm not a fan of the tomato ones. Certainly, I would eat them if I needed to eat them. I've often thought something like this, you know, they have these Meals on Wheels things where, you know, seniors have meals and things, and they give them an emergency meal. I would kind of think maybe this is a little too complicated with the MRE eater and stuff, but I would think having a week's supply of one of these in your house, if you were depending on that Meals on Wheels, would really be a good idea, because you could, you know, revert to this. Typically they have around 1,300 calories. So given that, you know, an adult male anyway, I think is 2,600 calories, about is double that about. You technically need 2 of these, although having, you know, if you were in your home, you're going to have other food that you can use too as well. The idea would be to have ones that you know you like, so you would actually eat them when you needed to. So the other thing I got was this Army survival manual, you know, and I picked this up and I thought, this is from October 1970. So what's going on then? The Vietnam War. So I picked this up because I don't know, it's just going to be interesting, and I think I'm going to do a little series coming up here, like the next video I make, where we talk about some of the things in here. Now, I was going to say, oh, you can go here. Most of these things, even though people sell them, they usually can all be downloaded for free. So if you put in the number here and put in PDF after it, that means a portable document format. That's what the Kindle and Adobe Reader will read. You're usually going to find a place where you can download it for free. I'll leave a link below, but you got to be careful if it's someplace where they want you to install special software, or, you know, have a subscription or something. You don't want to do it there. But so, and it's something about having a book too. And obviously, if you were out and your phone was dead with a PDF file on it, you still would have a copy of this. Although this is, I don't know what it weighs, but it's significant. But so I thought it would be fun to go through some of these sections and talk about what's in here, and get comments about how valuable that information is today, if it's changed or if it hasn't. One thing, you know, I forage for mushrooms. You hear me talk about that. One section I was really surprised they had in the food section. They talk about eating mushrooms, and that is really, really a bad idea. Now they have all of these rules they're using, okay? So they've got all these exceptions to, oh, don't eat it if it has that, don't eat it if it's this, don't da 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 da. So it says Oh, if you get sick after eating mushrooms, tickle the back of your throat to induce vomiting. Do not drink water after you vomit. Then drink lukewarm water and powdered charcoal. The idea is the powdered charcoal is going to, the toxins are still, in your esophagus or stomach or whatever, and that's going to, well, it'd be in your stomach by then. That's going to take out some of those toxins. But the big problem, anything about these mushrooms is, and you can't do the universal edibility tests on them, because there's some mushrooms that will make you sick, then you feel better, and you're doing great, and it's 24 hours later, you die, your kidneys shut down. So it's very, and even, like I know mushrooms fairly well, and you got to remember too, if you're in a stress situation where you're dehydrated, maybe you're hungry, that isn't the best time to be deciding whether you're picking up poison mushroom or a good mushroom. So I was really surprised they had that in here, and we'll talk about it more when we get to that section. But I think there's a lot of still good information in here, and probably in the 1970s, this would have, I'm not sure how many survival books were even written back then. I wasn't interested. I kind of got interested in later. I should have been interested in earlier, because my kids were all in Boy Scouts and everything, and camping and things. And at that time, life was just so busy with the kids and work and everything. But one of those things I would do over if I could. But anyway, I think this is going to be a fun read. Bye.